Hello guys and welcome to part 2 of Is Zynga Rigged? A very simple question that I would like to get to the bottom to, because as I mentioned in my previous video, I've played Zynga Poker for about 4 years and the amount of bullshit you see is just completely unreal and is unlike anything I've ever seen on any poker site, any live play or otherwise. I've completely racked my brain. I've thought, am I just an unlucky person, or do I just happen to come across a lot of bad beats? But after a while, I sort of thought, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Is Zynga Poker completely straight? And the question is, why would Zynga rig it? And if it is rigged, I don't know the answer to why they would ever want to do it. You see, the only logical thing that I could ever think of was that if they rigged it sort of in favour of players who didn't buy chips over those who did, then I could make sense of it, because it would possibly encourage players who have previously bought chips to buy more chips. It's quite simple. If you buy 5 million chips and happen to lose all 5 million of them to a bad beat, maybe they will think, oh, well, maybe I just got unlucky, and maybe they will just buy more chips. But I don't think that that's the explanation, if in fact it is rigged, because I've never bought chips in my life, I never will buy chips in my life, and yet I do still get fucked on a daily basis. No, I mean, I suppose in my last video there wasn't any sort of strong evidence to support that it is rigged, but I guess I suppose I was only at that table for like 10 minutes, so I don't know, maybe we could unveil some more secrets in this video, and I can already tell that either A, Fabrizio is completely professional, or B, he's a complete fucking donk that will bet any board and will just be like, oh, I pressed the bluff button, I pressed the bluff button, I bluff. But I suppose that brings me to my next topic. Something that I like to call the donk mentality, or the bluff button. There's so many players that I see on Zynga that think that raising is just that bluff button. The amount of times that, I've seen a flop, I've had very few chips behind, I've hit top pair, and I'm like, you know what, I'm all in. There's nothing else I can do. I'm all in with my ace king on a flop of 4, 5, king. Someone will snap call me. Someone will snap call me a 6-8. Turn, queen. River, 7. I get beat. What can I do? Then they say to me, oh, I thought you were bluffing. You thought I was bluffing? I make a big massive opening raise, and then I shove on any flop. I'm bluffing. Okay. That's an interesting theory, because on real poker, whether I'd hit my king or my ace on the flop, the right thing to do is still bet. You need to make a continuation bet if you haven't already shoved pre-flop. It's just the right thing to do. But back to the bluff button. The bluff button is commonly used by the donk. They think that they can win any pot just by pressing the big bluff button. And a lot of the times they do. A lot of the times you've got to ask yourself, okay, the river came at 2. They shoved. Okay, so what could they possibly have? It checked the whole way to the river. The river's a 2. Completes no straights, completes no flushes, completes no draws, and they shove. What could they possibly have? Oh wait, they pushed the bluff button. And like I say, the amount of times that you see this is just unreal. But yeah, back to the poker. Let's see how these amazing players are playing. Okay, so we're 5 way to the flop. Everyone limps. What's new? Of course they're gonna limp. They want to see a flop. It's just how it works in Zynga Poker. For the donk, there's only 2 things to do pre-flop: limp or shove. Or fold, but I mean that's uncommon. I mean, don't get carried away. I mean, how could they possibly fold if they've like two cards? I mean, if the dealer gives them two cards, they're like, oh wow, I could hit with this card, or I could hit with this card, so I must be good. Oh wow, Carlos is all in. So what does he limp with and then shove? Well, he could have. Oh wow, I'm really interested to see what Avi. Oh wow, okay, still three-way on the turn. Yeah, of course it's gonna go check unless someone has any spade. Fuck this, says Carlos. I'm really interested. Okay, I think Carlos must have had top pair or any pair. Maybe not a spade? Yeah, of course. Although he was completely fucked in the flop anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that's rather interesting, but what a bait board, like, gives this the ultra short stack top pair, gives Ray a set. Oh no, I've got ace king, I'm fucked. I am so fucked. Okay, but for the purpose of this video, I will not fold my ace king bullshit, and I will make a raise of 120. And see, but oh, wow, it's folded right round, but I will get called. I will always get called. You know, if Avi has two cards, yeah, he'll call. Flop ace jack 10. What could he possibly have? He makes a raise of 40. Well, you know what? I am not taking that. I re-raise. Okay, so he calls. I think he must have hit a pair. I raise to 325. At this point, I'm probably gonna check, because he... Or, no, fuck it, I'm shoving. I can't be behind. Okay, he folds, whatever. Well played. I raise again. Let's see how many million calls I get this time. Avi will probably shove. Avi shoves. Does he? Maybe. Yes, he shoves. So I call with my ace-10, and most likely I will be ahead pre-flop. But by the river, I will be fucked. Okay, okay, maybe this doesn't prove a point because I completely sucked him out. But, ah well. Okay. That's pretty terrible. But yeah, that's how it goes. Maybe I'm rigged to win this one, I don't know. But we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. There've been so many times where I've tripled up at the start and then end up getting knocked out in 4th place. It's fine. It'll play its course, I'm sure. Oh, a big scary raise of 40, but I fuck all, so I can fold. I have 8 and a 7. I think I can probably fold this. Although, if I was a Zynga professional, I'd probably limp. Just probably limp, you know. I mean, I've an 8 and a 7. Think of all of the 7s and the 8s that I could hit. Well, actually, I'm gonna... Oh, never mind. I was going to uncheck fold because, you know, if I was given odds to call, you know, if everyone limps, you know, I'll probably limp as well, but I don't really fancy this flop. Although, I do have an 8 and a 7. I mean, that's like amazing. Okay, so... Okay, well, you know, I was gonna raise with that, but fuck it. Fuck it. But, yeah, I've already come to the conclusion that Fabrizio must be professional because he feels the need to raise to 280 into a pot of 60. You know, don't you wish that you could be that good at poker? Don't you know that you could be that psychic that you feel the need to raise to 280 and feel completely confident that that isn't a bad move? Well, just ask Fabrizio how to play poker and I'm sure he will share his secrets. I would certainly like to know. You see, even if I was in this hand, I would know I'm fucked. Oh look, there are 3 clubs. Why would there be 3 clubs out there if someone doesn't have a flush? Although that is my cynical side talking, of course. Although a lot of the times, you know, I am pretty accurate whenever I ask, why would they put an ace in the flop if someone doesn't have an ace and I've got pocket kings, you know? Of course, like, everyone calls me with my pocket kings. Kings are definitely the worst hand to play in Zynga. Kings never hold. Kings against any range of hands are fucked. Kings against twos, of course they're going to hit their 2 on the river. Kings against ace-10, they'll hit their ace on the flop. Kings against ace-king, same shit, different day. They'll probably get a Broadway by the river and no sooner. And just any other hand that you can imagine. A fold. Ugh. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a Zynga professional. Although I do notice that Fabrizio is down chips. So I can imagine that he will be shoving soon. Big scary raise of 40. Oh, pocket sixes. Sweet. Okay, I suppose I'll just check. Okay, I still have a pair of sixes. I will raise 2. If I can just get it. Oh, fuck. 70. Big, scary 70. Another 5. Okay, and that completes the flush draw. Raise to 120. Try and scare him off. Okay, I check. I check. I check. What have you got? What have you got, Ray? 9, 10. Amazing. River. Woo, well done. Well done. Well played there, Ray. But you see, even if I'd made a bet in the river, he'd be like, oh wow, I can ignore the 4 diamonds on the board. I've got a 10, even though it isn't even top pair. Damn notifications. You know, like I say, even on like a poker site, I would make another bet in the river, hopefully get a fold, but I just know that I won't get a fold. If they have any 2 cards, they will call. They will always call. You know, seriously, you've got to ask yourself, I mean, how are they all so good at poker? What do they know that I don't know? Well, I don't know. I seriously don't know. Oh, I like 9 and 10 of spades. It's a sexy hand. I think I'll limp. Okay. I have hit completely fuck all. Although, if I know Zynga, there will be 2 spades by the river anyway. Although I will fold, I guess. I will do the decent, honourable thing and fold my shitey hand. But, oh, let's have a look at the chip stacks. Okay, so he has 9.4 million, so he just bought in for like 55% of his chips. They bought in for like a quarter of their chips. I bought in for like, I can't even work it out, because I have a lot of chips. So did they. Billy has 41 million, and he has 16 million, no surprise there. So he bought in for like a third of his chips. And you have 5 million sit and go. That's amazing. That's a really good idea there, Fabrizio. Well, I mean, I undoubtedly will be called by Fabrizio. Yeah, of course. Okay, so Jack, Queen, King. I raised to 150. 160. 160 will do. Wow, a fold. He must have literally had 1 card, and that 1 card must have literally been blank. You don't get folds on Zynga. You really don't. If someone folds on Zynga, you know, you've got to ask yourself, they've either lagged out, or they have 1 whole card, which is blank, or none. Okay. Will the 6s win? Oh, the 6s didn't actually win. Oh, what a suck out. How could pocket 8s win on Zynga? How? I have ace queen. I am royally fucked. I've made it clear. I've made a massive raise here. 180. I mean, who could call that with fuck all? Who could simply call a raise of, oh, Furman can. Furman can call my big raise with 180. Okay, I re-raise you. You see, Furman knows how to use the bluff button. Oh wow, I bet 60. I raised to 450 if I can find it on the slider. 480, that'll do. Okay. Okay, I'm really curious. Well, you know what? He's only got 500 behind, I'm all in. And he folds like a professional. You know, what do you call the whole way up to the river? How do you lose 2/3 of your chips and then be like, well, you know what? I'm probably not good on the river. What does he call with? You know what? I check. I don't care. 3, 6, 9. Okay. No, but seriously, what does he bet the whole way, or what does he call the whole way to the river and then decides on the river? You know, I can probably fold now. He clearly had fuck all. Maybe gut shot straight draw. Maybe he could have had Queen Jack, possibly. I don't know. Could have maybe had Queen Jack, but you know, if he did, you know, a 10 would have appeared on the river. So I can pretty much rule out Queen Jack. I call. I've odds. So I simply don't know what he had. Maybe he had Ace 5 and magically, psychically folded it. But, yet again, Zynga players do not fold any ace. I know that. They can hit their ace. They can hit their ace with Ace 2. They're never folding. If they hit their ace, you could shove into them. You know, you could shove into them for 5,000 into a pot of 60, and they're always calling. You know, I've tested this. And I know that is how it's played by the Zynga professional. I fold. So amazingly, somehow I've got down to 5-handed. I think Zynga is actually trying to spite me. It's like, oh shit, he's recording. You know, we better stop rigging him. But you know, I will find the rig and I will post the rig online for everyone to see. And you know, we'll just see. We will just see. Although at this minute in the series, I'm probably leaning more towards Zynga isn't rigged. Although, like I say, at the end of the series, I will determine whether my opinion has changed. I raised by 300. What can you possibly have? Exactly. That's another thing. That is another thing that I'd like to explain to anyone who has never played Zynga, but has played poker online on a real money site. If you ever play on Zynga, people will ruthlessly defend their blinds with any 2 cards. You know, you could be at any position in the table, you could make any raise. They will call to save their big blind. Do not get me wrong. I mean, regardless of what hand they have, they will defend their big blind. Or at least most of the times anyway. Because, you know, they already have 100 in the pot. Say if the blinds are 150. I mean, to them they see that as like a discount. Like, oh wow, Ben raises to 300. That means I can call his big raise for just 200 with any 2 cards. And then I can fold on any flop because I will miss. I'll miss because, you know, I'm professional. I'm professional like that. Oh guys. The Zynga rig has just begun. And I love the way Furman can happily fold when he can checks. I mean, that is the sign of a real professional. He must be really, really good if he's like, you know what, I can, well, you know, Billy, well played, Billy. I will say this now, and I will say this again. The quality of play on Zynga Poker is absolute. You see, Furman, yeah, he limps in. He limps in when he only has 540 behind. And now he has to fold when I make a raise. Although Ray probably... Oh, Ray didn't call. Oh, wow. Okay. Fair enough. Well, we can safely assume that Ray was dealt one card again. Because, you know, why would he fold if he had two cards? Why would he fold? I mean, like, if he had two cards, think of all of the cards he could hit. Think of all of the cards that Zynga could just put on the flop for him. Just think about it. Yeah, I fold my 3-4 even though 3-4 suited looks sexy as fuck. Oh wow. All the draws. All the draws. Oh wow, I would have hit a flush. But it doesn't matter because, yeah, I've been rivered. I've been rivered, I know it. Oh, I wasn't rivered? Okay. Fair enough. Although, that was amazing. I fold my bullshit. So I have to say that I'm still completely shocked that I'm still in first place, mind you. Like I say, I mean, oh wow, my 9-5 would have fucked everyone again, I imagine. But like I say, Zynga is probably just spiting me. It sort of knows that I'm recording. It knows. Zynga knows. Trust me, people. Zynga knows. Zynga knows all. Zynga knows when you're rigged to win. Zynga knows when you're rigged to lose. I have ace-8. I will make it. I'll make a min raise. You know, just ace-8. And somehow Furman is still in. What a professional. I will really laugh if Furman calls my raise. You know, just calls. No. The flop is 2-5. I raise to 400. I think that's a decent raise. Okay, so I take that down, no problem. Oh my goodness, my favorite hand, pocket jacks. Oh wow. Okay. The players at this table are gonna think I'm a complete dick because I'm raising a lot of hands. But you know, that's how it goes. You're not supposed to limp in every hand. What are you gonna do, Billy? Are you gonna call or are you gonna shove over the top? You're gonna shove. You can't call. He calls. What a professional. Fabrizio calls as well. Flop 7-6 king. Well, even though I'm completely fucked, I need to make a continuation bet, so I raised 400. Yeah, let's see how fucked I really am. Okay, at this rate, I check, because I'm really fucked. I check! I click check. Check. What? Maybe Fabrizio has 2 spades? Maybe he has the spade draw? I don't know. Yeah, king 10. Professional poker player. Yep. That's how it goes, folks. Oh, I'm Billy. I think I'll call a massive raise and leave myself with like 120 behind. I'll probably be good. Because if I see a flop and I miss, you know, I can fold. I'll still have like 200 chips behind. That's really well played. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit cynical, but like I mean, even that limping into his big blind when he has fuck all chips. Fabrizio has 3 big blinds behind. It's like, oh wow, I'm Billy. I think I'll just limp in. I think that's probably the best thing to do. You know, with me having like 3 times his chips and oh wow, Furman's all in. He must have a major hand. He's all in for 290. Okay. Well, you can't fold Fabrizio, just call him. Fabrizio is all in. Okay. Well, that's fair enough, I suppose. Goodbye, Fabrizio. Okay, so, interestingly enough, we're down to 400 now, so let's see how rigged it actually is. Can Zynga manage? Can Zynga manage to put me out in 4th place? I mean, it's going to be quite hard, considering I have 4,000 chips. Considering, even if I lost and all into second place, I would still be second. Oh wow, amazing. Oh, I'm Furman. I'm gonna limp with aces because I'm a professional poker player. I am professional. I check because I fuck all. 5, 7, king. Check. 5. Check. 3. Check. Well, folks, it's all good. I have a pair of 5s. I mean... Oh, okay. Well, that was probably a good hand to limp in with, considering you fuck all chips. I have a 6 and a 3. I fold, possibly. Yes, I fold. I have a 2 and an 8. I fold. Ray has shoved. Will we get to see the epic all-in? Oh, Billy calls. Pocket 3s against ace 9. Well, okay. I suppose that's fair enough. Although, like I say, aces always win against pocket pairs. Like I say, it could be ace 2 against pocket kings. Ace 2 will win. It could be ace 2 against pocket aces. Ace 2 will still win. It doesn't matter. Any ace is good, especially if it's the weakest ace. If you've got ace king against ace 2 will win. If you've, I don't know, ace 7 against ace 10, guess what'll win? No, I'm actually asking you, please try at this moment and guess what will win, ace 7 or ace 9. If you said ace 7, you're correct. Ace 7 on Zynga will win 97% of the times. I've calculated these odds. Check. The flop comes 2, 3, 4. That does so much for me, I check. 10 on the turn. Okay, I can probably raise now. I raised by 200, half the pot, Ray. Okay, you fold. You fold, because you fuck all. You limped in. With fuck all, I fold. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know, they're just so good. I mean, look at them. Sometimes I wonder, is there a reason why I have close to 2 billion and like all of the Zynga donks have like fuck all chips? And I've come to the conclusion that I'm rigged to win. I must be rigged to win. I mean, why else would I have so many chips? Although I suppose, like, why do people honestly buy chips on Zynga? Why do they? I mean, even if they're buying the lowest amount, which is £3.60, I mean, you could still like buy into Zynga, or not Zynga. You could still like buy chips on 888, and at least that way you would honestly have a chance of winning. You'd have a chance of winning actual money. Yet people still feel the need to buy chips for Zynga. I honestly think that that is a real waste of money. And morally and ethically, I am completely against letting Zynga get any money off players. I mean, Zynga owns Farmville. Zynga owns every major game on Facebook that you could name. And they make so much money off players that are just willing to buy their virtual items. I mean, what's the point? Seriously, what is the point? The answer is there's absolutely no point. All the people who buy virtual items for actual money are doing is feeding Zynga. It really is quite pathetic. And it annoys me. It really does annoy me. If people would just stop buying virtual chips. Just saying, I'm all in because neither of them have any chips. Yeah. But basically, if people stopped buying chips on Zynga, then, maybe that would be a wake-up call. If people stop buying pointless items on Farmville, Bubble Safari, Mafia Wars, it's just, I mean, I'm no hippie. I consider myself pretty much capitalist, but it's still no reason to feed the big, massive, money-making thing. It really is so pathetic. Really is. Oh wow, I'm Furman. I think I will call and leave myself 40 chips behind. I raise. Oh, I'm all in. If he folds, I will piss myself laughing. I literally will piss myself laughing. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't fold because I didn't really feel like pissing myself. I like this hand. I'm just gonna limp. Limp. I'm all in. Ace King! Wow, okay, that was a really good limp there. I mean, if he had just shoved, there was no chance I was ever calling. But no, Furman is professional, and he thinks, oh wow, I've got an Ace to King, I should probably limp. And just saying, for anyone who doesn't know, Queen 4 is the best pre-flop hand in Texas Hold'em poker. I'm all in. King 6, okay, it's fair enough. Okay. Ace Queen, I'm all in. What the fuck? 10-8? They call the all in with 10-8s and they flop a flush. It's unreal. Oh my god, that is... Oh my fucking word, that's so funny. You know what? For the fucking... Oh my word. 10-8. 10-8. A 10 and an 8. I shove there. They're like, oh, you know what? He's probably bluffing. I'm gonna call my 10-8. Flop a flush. Aren't they so good? I wish I was as good at poker as they are. How do they do it? I'm all in. What bullshit are they going to call with this time? Ace 10. Well, okay, fair enough. I'm completely fucked. Or, okay, I suck them out. Okay, fair enough. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, Ray. Ha 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 ha. You. Well played with your shitey hands. I'm all in. It's such bingo at this point. What do they call with? Oh, what the fuck? They literally got dealt no cards again. I mean, if they are willing to call with 10-8 of diamonds, what are they willing to fold? You gotta ask yourself that. If they are willing to call an all-in with 10-8 of diamonds, what do they fold? What do they fold? I seriously want to know. You professional, Ray? Are you a professional poker player? You know what? Fuck it, I'm probably ahead. Oh, maybe not. Well, fair enough. If you win, that's okay. What the fuck? Rivered. Yeah, I was so rigged to win. Okay, well, maybe this time it didn't prove that, I was rigged. But I was certainly rigged to win. I mean... 90... okay, 8-10 against Ace Queen, 8-10 flops the flush. That's amazing. Ace 9 against Ace 10, Ace 9 wins. Queen 7 against Queen Jack, Queen 7 wins. It seriously makes you ask yourself, is this completely straight? Or do I seriously, oh my word. It's unreal. It really is unreal, but, yeah, this has been a fun video, guys. I hope you stay tuned for part 3, and maybe next time we will see plenty more rigs where... Oh wow. Oh wow. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!